everybody. Welcome to my market wrap for Tuesday, December 6, 2016. The market was fairly quiet today. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 35.47 points to 19,251.71 or 0.19%. The Nasdaq Composite closed up 24.11 points to 5,333 even, up 0.45%. The S&P 500 closed up 7.52 points to 2212.23 or 0.34%. Small cap Russell 2000 closed up 14.82 points to 1352.61. Looking at some broader indices. The Nasdaq 100 Triple Qs closed up 10.53 points to 88.67. It's a little blurry there. The S&P Mid-Cap 400 closed up 14.45 points to 1657.24. The S&P Small Cap 600 closed up 9.04 points to 833.09. The NYSE Composite closed up 55.45 to 10,966.35, up 0.51%. The Gold and Silver Index, the XAU, closed down 0.83 points to 81.96. The Semiconductor or SOX Index closed up 11.37 points to 869.50, up 1.32%. The VIX, the Volatility Index, closed down 0.34 points to 11.80, down 2.64%. Looking at market internals today, volume seems to be averaging out now. Average volume, not too heavy, not too thin. The New York Stock Exchange, total share volume traded 3.797 billion shares, of which 2.717 billion was advancing, 1.036 billion was declining, and 43 million was unchanged. On the Nasdaq stock market, 1.937 billion was a total share volume, of which 1.336 billion was advancing, 573 million was declining, and 27 million was unchanged. Over at the NYSE market or the AMEX, total share volume, 121 million shares, of which 79 million was advancing, 40 million was declining, and 500,000 shares were unchanged. Looking at market breadth, the advanced decline line. On the New York Stock Exchange, 2,137 issues were advancing, 869 were declining, and 108 were unchanged. Over on the Nasdaq stock market, 1,882 issues were advancing, 950 were declining, and 161 issues were unchanged. Looking over at the NYSE market or the AMEX, 201 issues were advancing, 122 were declining, and 15 issues were unchanged. Looking over at the currency and commodity area, currencies versus the US dollar. Euro 1.0720, down 0.0044. The yen 114.05, up 0.20. My favorite currency, the British pound, 126.72, down 0.0059. Australian dollar 0.7461, down 0.0011, and the Swiss franc 1.0103, up 0.0038. Looking over at the commodities index, selected futures contracts. West Texas Intermediate crude, last trade 50.73, down 1.06 or 2.05%. Brent crude 53.70, down 1.24 or 2.26%. Price of gold 1170.20, down 6.3 or 0.54%. The price of silver, 16.765, down 0.134 or 0.79%. Looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Future, up 29 points to 19,239 or 0.15%. Looking at the S&P 500, up 7.25 to 2211.50 or 0.33%. Looking at the 10-year bond, up 3/32 of a point, yield to maturity to 2.389%. Yeah, the market's been flat and running out of steam lately. I noticed this Trump rally, as they call it, has been subsiding. I think they're waiting for the Federal Reserve Board meeting coming up to see where interest rates are going to go. And, you got geopolitical events going on in Europe as well. ECB meeting coming up. Let's see if they're going to extend quantitative easing or not. So it seems like to be more of a wait-and-see attitude. It feels like things are starting to fizzle out. But we'll see. I mean, we've been surprised before. Well, I thank you for listening today. You have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, please do not give up on your dreams. Always persevere and fight, and you'll get there. Also, if you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. And also support me on Patreon, please. Link will be in the description. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.